Hello everyone and welcome to another video of F1 2021 online battles, and today we are in Canada, as Michael Scott would say it. So here we go, we are in P4. The top four actually were pretty tight, so I think there were 3 tenths separating us, so 5 lights, away we go, and the end of this race is very exciting, so I implore anyone viewing this, if I have any, to stick around till the end. So unfortunately, I think that the driver in front of us who just spun out hit the back of Slayer's car and spun out. So unfortunately, he is out of contention for a podium. And now we are chasing down these two so we can get a tasty P1. Let's see how close we can get. Going into these corners, I'm being very careful because I spin out all the time. Dropping a bit of ERS so we can keep up with them because they're 5 tenths away, and if their pace is really good, then I might as well say goodbye. So Say gets a pretty poor exit out of there, and we are right near him. But 5-lap race, let's play the long game. Let's not get too eager, because in yesterday's video you saw what I did when I got a bit too eager. Getting greedy was the title of that video. And using our ERS again just to slingshot ourselves, and when they go next to each other like this, I am rubbing my hands. I'm expecting some chaos, and somehow they don't touch each other. I want to rephrase that. Somehow they don't make contact, and we go right past him. We set a purple sector 3, and Sayer battles back. Sayer Slayer 97. He battles back, and he's got his position. So if we keep fighting like this, Danos, who I think his name is a derivation of Thanos, it might be. I might be too imaginative with my name, with the name. Anyway, if we keep battling, then Danos is going to get away. So we need to get right up to him. You know what's really funny? I just noticed. So Danos 96, I'm guessing that's the year he's born. Slayer's 97, I'm guessing that's the year he's born, and I'm 95, so we have 3 years between us. And I go down the inside, just keeping it nice and tight, and I've got around him. Okay, we have dispatched of Sayer Slayer, who is 4 tenths behind, and I'm guessing he has his ERS on because he's catching up. I'm using all of mine. I'm already down to 20%, and we're only in lap 2, and that might be the downfall of my race. And we're now 8 tenths behind Danos, who's actually failed to capitalize on some of the battling between me and Sayer Slayer, and we've caught up to him. He's very close to us. He is kind of back in that 1 second range, but he's yo-yoing a bit. Maybe he has some poor sectors that we're better in. And we've already dropped Sayer Slayer. Did anyone see him make contact with the Wall of Champions? I'm not really sure. But we set a purple sector 1, and the fact that we're closing in on Danos replicates that. And I'm being very careful not to use my ERS as we get closer and closer and closer to Thanos 96. And we set a purple sector 2, so I'm expecting a purple sector 3, and to obtain the fastest lap we get a great exit. So does he. No loss of traction, and using my ERS to get as close as possible, using my DRS now to go side by side. We're right next to each other. Is he going to try push me out of the way? No, he's going to sit behind me, and we both live to fight another day. So very sensible driving from the both of us, but I think he's also playing the long game, as we set the fastest lap with a 1 minute 10 seconds, which is that fast or slow? I don't really know, to be honest. I keep forgetting what the fastest times are. But Danos is right behind us. Slightly surprised because I thought I had much better pace, and I'm expecting to drop him. But 4 tenths around Canada is nothing, especially with the power of the DRS going into these 2 sectors that it has. So he's 6 tenths behind. You're probably going to see him catch up pretty quickly going into this next turn, as he gains about 1 tenth there, and almost instantly loses it going into the chicane. So it shows that I've got a little more speed going through there. And going into this really tight hairpin, I've gone into neutral and I've lost a bit of time, and really just put myself in the bin there. and he's now going to catch up to us pretty quickly, because now this is a double DRS zone. He's 7/10, catching up really quickly. He's 6/10 now going into the chicane, 5/10 going into the chicane. Track limit warning, but now he's 4/10. He's got his DRS on. He must have his ERS. We're below 10%. We must be flashing red at this point. And he goes down the inside. We give him space because I have a master plan, ladies and gentlemen. They and him, or whatever the pronouns are. If you're in P2 in Canada and you can stay close to the person in front of you, you are guaranteed the win as long as the other person remains a bit sensible. And that's the key word here. Sensible. So we are 5/10, much closer than he was in the previous lap, and you saw that he caught up to us. So I'm getting very close to him here, and at this point I'm thinking I've won the race, because we're 2/10 behind. We brake really well this time, not going into neutral, being careful not to go into neutral, and we're right behind him. We've got 20% ERS now as well. We're going to use our DRS, and I am going to fly past him. He covers the outside. I go down the inside, but I haven't gone past him fast enough. I'm expecting the dive bomb. I get the dive bomb. I've had to mount the curb. He's hit the wall. He's come back onto me, and he's turning into me. He's turning into me because you saw my steering wheel. I was straight, and look where I finished. What a I have finished P2, and he won by 0.038. The ultimate insult. Oy vey. Oy vey. I'm in pain. But that was a fun race. That was a really, really fun race. So, 14 people DNF'd, and me and Thanos. That's why his name is Thanos, because he is Thanos. And he behaved like a right old Thanos, didn't he? Finishing in P2. Sorry, P1. And that's where I leave you, folks. I hope you enjoyed this race. I certainly did, despite the very sour grapes getting P2. There I am on the left. The twin Mercurial Mura. There's Mercurial on the left and Mura on the right. The two Indian-like twins. And, okay, goodbye guys. See you soon. Bye.